Evening, everyone. It's about 6:15, and this is your closing comment. It's video number 343. And I again remind you to like us and to subscribe. Okay, so just to recap the day, this morning's initial claims for unemployment were up, and they were up to 1,416,000. Continuing claims were slightly lower at 16,197. They were down from 17,300. The problem with these numbers is that besides the normal unemployment of about 17 million, we also have roughly 13 million people also getting the extended claims that are going to go away next week. So we really have closer to 30 million people on unemployment. So we opened about unchanged. We tried the upside, we tried the downside, and then this afternoon the market started to really take it on the chin, and we finished down 353 in the Dow. More importantly, down 244 in the NASDAQ. S&P was down 40.36. The Russell was up 6 cents, and the transports were down about 33. The market internals were positive in the New York right up until the close, when they reversed to 15 to 14 down. On the NASDAQ, they were a little bit more extreme than that, at 1.6 to 1 down. The volume on the New York was on the light side. The volume on the NASDAQ was on the heavier side. And on the NYSE, the advancing declining volume was 3 to 2 down. So let's go over the list here. We had Microsoft down $9.41. That was only about $1 lower than the low after last night's earnings report. Tesla, which was up and then down, closed down 85 at 5%. Apple was down just under 18 for 4.6%. The Amazon was down 113, which is 3.7. Google was down about 53. Facebook was down 7.25. The Microsoft and the Tesla are the two that actually had earnings. Also on the earnings front, we had Travelers, which finished down 3%, down $3.63. Dow Chemical down 3.4% for $1.52. But then we had a couple of winners. We had Twitter, which I mentioned this morning, with a higher monetized daily active users. It closed up 4.1%, $1.50. Kimberly-Clark was up $3, which was 2.1%, and Cintas was up $13.65, which was 4.7%. After the close, we had numbers from Mattel and from Intel. Mattel was a miss, and the stock had closed at $11.63, up 27 cents, and after the numbers actually traded higher, up to $12.67, with a final of $12.41, up 79 cents. So that was actually a pretty nice turn, up about 5.5%. Intel, on the other hand, beat both top and bottom. Of course, that's beating estimates that had been lowered 3 times, and evidently traders did not fall for that. And the stock, which was 60.40, down 65 cents at the close, traded all the way down to 54.20, the last being 54.38, down $6.18 for a solid loss of just over 10%. And MIST, which I mentioned this morning, which was the company with the drug for tachycardia, which had traded up to 6 and was up 270 before the open, continued, traded as high as 9.99, and last trade was 8.91, up $5.57 for a gain of 167%. Now, as always, the US dollar chart is on the screen, and today we broke this low. The March low was 94.61. Today's low 94.54, and we closed 94.64.9. So 94.65, down 28 cents. This one just has seemingly no bottom under it. In reaction to that, we had the gold, which traded as high as 1897.70, closed at 1890, up just under $25 an ounce. That was a pretty nice showing. It's down a little tonight, but I just want to show you what we look like today. Got all the way up here just under 1900, and right now we're trading right here at 1887. Same situation in the silver, although the silver was down most of the day and finished down and is down a little bit now, but it did not finish on the low. And even though it had been parabolic on the upside, it still closed just under mid-range for the day. I mean, this could easily come back and test 20 to 20 and a half, but right now we're trading just under $23 an ounce at 22.89 and a half. The other one that I wanted to show you is Bitcoin. I've been kind of pounding the table on this for a while. And we've had a really nice consolidation. I mentioned in last night's daily note that this looked like it was getting ready to move, and sure enough, it is coming out of this consolidation that it's been in now, really going all the way back here to April. And while we have been higher, this was a spike to the upside that we actually closed way down here. But we've had this nice consolidation, and we're coming out of it. All of the moving averages have turned up. Even the longer term ones are at worst flat. And I can make a case for the fact that the 200-day actually is turning up. But it's clear that we've gone through, the 5 has gone through the 20 and the 50, and I wouldn't be the least bit surprised to see us crack through this 10,100 and test the high back here at 10,670, and then on towards 14,000, which I'll show you on the weekly. We were back up here at 14,000 on the weekly chart. It's a little more obvious as to what's going on. The highest close in here is this close at 10,030. And on that day, it was up 1,190. So we could easily close through there if we get through this close at 9,800. Today's close 96.45. All right, everyone. Hope everyone had a good day, and I'll be back first thing in the morning. Have a good evening, and don't forget to subscribe.